is a Mela splendens. Hi, little time travelers! Today we'll meet the tiny Mela splendens. This ancient sea creature lived more than 500 million years ago in what is now Canada. The Mela splendens enjoyed eating tiny bits of food from the ocean floor, like plankton and small particles. With its spiky head and many legs, the Mela splendens looked very unusual. Scientists think it lived only a short time, maybe just a few years. The Mela splendens is one of the most famous fossils from the Burgess Shale. This is a Tyrannosaurus rex. Hi, dino fans! Today, let's meet the mighty Tyrannosaurus rex. This dinosaur lived about 68 million years ago in what is now North America, especially the USA and Canada. The Tyrannosaurus rex enjoyed eating large animals, using its strong jaws and sharp teeth. It could grow up to 12 meters long and 4 meters tall. A Tyrannosaurus rex could live around 20 to 30 years. Scientists believe it was one of the most powerful hunters of the dinosaur world. This is a Vaquita. Hello, little ocean explorers. Let's meet the Vaquita, one of the rarest dolphins in the world. The Vaquita lives only in the northern part of the Gulf of California in Mexico. It eats fish, squid, and shrimp while swimming near the surface of the sea. The Vaquita can live about 20 years, but sadly, there are very few left. This small dolphin loves peaceful waters and swimming with friends. Isn't the Vaquita a very special ocean treasure? This is a little penguin. Hello, kids. Let's meet the little penguin. These tiny penguins live along the coasts of Australia and New Zealand. A little penguin enjoys eating fish, squid, and small crustaceans. They can live about 6 to 10 years. The little penguin is the smallest penguin in the world and loves waddling on the beach during the day and swimming fast in the ocean at night. This is a Nautiluses. Hi, ocean explorers! Let's meet the Nautilus, an ancient sea creature with a beautiful spiral shell. The Nautilus lives in the deep waters of the Pacific and Indian Oceans, near countries like Fiji, Australia, and the Philippines. It eats fish, crabs, and shrimp by catching them with its many tentacles. The Nautilus can live around 15 to 20 years and enjoys drifting slowly in the ocean. Isn't the Nautilus a magical and ancient friend of the sea?
Let's dive deep and discover the amazing shark. Sharks live in oceans all around the world, from America to Australia. A shark eats fish, squid, and sometimes even seals. Some sharks can live up to 30 years, and a few live much longer. Sharks love to swim fast and explore the sea. There are over 500 types of shark. This is a black seabream. Hello, little fish fans. Meet the black seabream, a shiny fish with a dark body and bright fins. The black seabream lives in the eastern Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea, near countries like Spain, Portugal, and France. It enjoys eating seaweed, small crabs, and tiny fish. A black seabream can live about 15 to 20 years.
These fish love swimming in groups and exploring rocky reefs. The black seabream is active, friendly, and a treasure of the ocean. Splash through the waves and meet the giant humpback whale. Humpback whales live in oceans near countries like Australia, Norway, and the United States. A humpback whale eats tiny shrimp called krill and small fish. It can live up to 50 years. These gentle giants love singing underwater and jumping out of the sea. Can you say humpback whale? Amazing! Humpback whales are huge, peaceful, and full of ocean magic. This is a oyster. Hello, sea explorers. Let's meet the oyster, a small shellfish that can make shiny pearls. The oyster lives in salty waters near countries like France, Japan, and the United States. It eats plankton by filtering water through its shell while resting on rocks. The oyster can live about 20 years and enjoy staying in groups called beds. Isn't the oyster an amazing little creature that brings us both food and beautiful pearls? Is a seal. Hi, ocean buddies! Meet the Playful seal, a marine animal that loves both land and sea. The seal lives in many countries with cold coasts, like Canada, Norway, and Russia. It enjoys eating fish, squid, and crabs. A seal can live about 25 to 30 years. These animals love swimming fast, sliding on ice, and resting together in groups. The seal is friendly, fun, and a wonderful creature of the ocean world.
Hi there, little ocean explorers. Meet the yellow boxfish. This bright yellow fish with black spots lives in warm coral reefs around the Indian and Pacific Oceans, near countries like Indonesia, Australia, and the Philippines. The yellow boxfish loves munching on algae, sponges, and small sea creatures. It can live up to 10 years. The yellow boxfish swims slowly and has a funny, boxy shape that helps protect it from predators. Isn't the yellow boxfish super cute? This is a narwhal.
Hey, little explorers. Say hello to the narwhal, a special whale with a long spiral tusk like a unicorn horn. The narwhal lives in the cold Arctic waters near Canada, Greenland, and Russia. It eats fish, squid, and shrimp while diving deep under the ice. The narwhal can live up to 50 years and enjoy swimming in groups called pods. Isn't the narwhal an incredible and magical sea animal? Scuttle, scuttle!
Let's meet the sideways walking sea crab. Sea crabs live in oceans all around the world, near countries like Vietnam, Japan, and the United States. A sea crab eats algae, small fish, and bits of plants. It can live up to 8 years. Sea crabs love hiding under rocks and using their strong claws to grab food. Can you say sea crab?
Bundle up! It's time to meet the snow giant, the polar bear! Polar bears live in the icy Arctic areas of countries like Canada, Norway, and Russia. A polar bear loves to eat seals and fish. Most polar bears live around 20 to 25 years. A polar bear enjoys swimming in cold water, walking on ice, and resting in the snow. With thick white fur and big paws, the polar bear is the king of the frozen land. Zoom through the ocean and meet the Speedy sailfish. Sailfish live in warm oceans near countries like Mexico,
Japan, and Indonesia. A sailfish eats squid and small fish. It can live up to 4 years. Sailfish are super fast swimmers and love using their big sail-like fin to zoom through the water. Can you say sailfish?
This is a freshwater giant prawn. Hi, river explorers. Meet the freshwater giant prawn, a big prawn that lives in rivers and lakes. The freshwater giant prawn can be found in countries like India, Thailand, and Vietnam. It enjoys eating plants, small insects, and tiny fish. A freshwater giant prawn can live about 3 to 5 years. These prawns love hiding under rocks, swimming in shallow water, and growing very large claws. This is a lobster!
Hello, little explorers. Let's meet the lobster. Lobsters live on the ocean floor in many countries, especially near North America and Europe. A lobster enjoys eating fish, clams, and sea plants. They can live more than 40 years. The strong lobster has big claws, loves hiding under rocks, and crawling slowly while exploring the sea at night.
This is a blue dragon sea slug. Hi, ocean adventurers! Let's discover the blue dragon sea slug, a tiny but magical sea creature that looks like a floating dragon. The blue dragon sea slug lives in warm oceans near countries like Australia, South Africa, and Mozambique. It eats jellyfish, including the dangerous Portuguese man-o-war, and stores their stings for protection. The blue dragon sea slug can live up to 1 year and loves drifting on the ocean surface. Isn't the blue dragon sea slug an amazing ocean wonder?
Look who's waddling by the pond in a fluffy white coat. It's the white goose. White goose lives near lakes, rivers, and farms in countries all over the world, like the USA, Canada, and Europe. It loves eating grass, seeds, and little bugs. A white goose can live up to 20 years. It enjoys swimming, walking in groups, and honking with friends. White goose is smart, loyal, and loves staying close to its home.
This is a pot-bellied pig.
Hi, farm explorers! Meet the pot-bellied pig, a small pig with a big round tummy. The pot-bellied pig comes from Vietnam, but now lives as a pet in many countries, including the USA and Europe. It enjoys eating vegetables, fruits, and grains. A pot-bellied pig can live about 12 to 18 years. These pigs love digging in the ground, taking naps, and playing with people. The pot-bellied pig is gentle, smart, and a very funny farm friend.
This is a
Turtle. Say hello to the gentle turtle. The turtle lives in oceans, rivers, and on land in many countries around the world. This amazing creature eats plants, insects, or even small fish, depending on its type. A turtle can live for many decades, sometimes more than 80 years. The turtle loves sunbathing on rocks and moves slowly but steadily everywhere it goes.
Look closely in the garden. It's the tiny, shiny ladybug. Ladybugs live in grassy fields, parks, and gardens all over the world, in places like the USA, Europe, and Asia. A ladybug eats tiny insects called aphids. It can live for about 1 year.
Ladybugs love resting on leaves and flying around flowers. Can you say ladybug?
Fluffy alert!
Let's learn about a soft and cuddly farm friend, the sheep. Sheep live on farms and grassy hills in countries like New Zealand, the UK, and Australia. A sheep loves munching on grass, hay, and clover. Most sheep live about 10 to 12 years. This is a zebra.
Hi, stripy friends! Meet the zebra, a horse-like animal with black and white stripes. The zebra lives in the grasslands and savannas of Africa. It enjoys eating grasses, leaves, and sometimes bark. A zebra can live about 20 to 25 years in the wild. These animals love running fast, staying in herds, and using their stripes to confuse predators. The zebra is strong, social, and one of the most beautiful animals in nature.
This is a anteater. Hi, jungle explorers! The anteater is a funny animal with a very long nose and tongue. You can find an anteater in countries like Brazil, Honduras, and Argentina. This anteater loves to eat ants and termites, licking them up with its sticky tongue. An anteater can live about 14 to 16 years. It enjoys walking slowly through the forest and digging into anthills. Kids remember the anteater because it looks unique, doesn't have teeth, and has the longest tongue ever.